What's up, guys? Ninja here, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered. So there's a reason why I'm back over here at Firelink Shrine is because after we rang the second bell, we kind of just rushed over to Sun's Fortress and completely missed some things that happened. And also, another reason why I'm here is because I also did a little bit of grinding so that way I could do a little bit of leveling up, so to make ourselves stronger for this next part. If you notice, I'm also using the great sword. The reason why I'm using it is because, well, I wanted to use a heavier, harder hitting weapon for the next boss fight from here on out. So I'm gonna try to. I still want to try to make a quality build, but I'm going to have to unfortunately make it a little lopsided so that way I can kind of specialize in some strength. So you really didn't miss too much. I did some leveling up, not significantly. I think I only did myself like maybe 5 or 6 levels. I don't remember. So anyways, we're back over here at Firelink Shrine because after you ring the second bell of awakening, we have someone wake up over here. If you remember, this place was full of water, and also this thing is here. This is called a primordial serpent, and his name is Kingseeker Frompt. So let's go ahead and talk to him, see what he wants.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening?
Yes.
I am the primordial serpent,
Oh.
Kingseeker Frompt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Yes.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Okay, so like I said, after we rang the second bell, we were technically supposed to kind of come here because we're supposed to get what we're supposed to do next from this guy, Kingseeker Frompt. So he tells us that we are to fulfill the prophecy of succeeding Lord Gwyn and linking the fire, which is the first flame. What happened was they said that the fire was fading, and Lord Gwyn and the other lords were trying to think of what to do. So he linked the fire, which basically meant he sacrificed himself to make the fire burn some more. Let's go ahead and talk to him again.
Pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Yes. So he also serves as sort of, I wouldn't say a merchant, but something different. So you can actually sell items in here, but you have to sell it to this guy, and you feed it to him, and he gives you certain souls back. A certain amount of souls back. So you can sell back almost anything. Obviously, the darkened items are not for sale. Another thing is, like, with this feature is that it also says feed large titanite shard and feed titanite chunks, because what happens is when you feed these to them, it breaks it down to its next lowest level. So if you feed a titanite chunk to him, he basically breaks it into a couple. I think it's 2 or 3 large titanite shards, and if you break it from large titanite shards, it'll break down to regular titanite shards and so on. So it's a good feature to have if you absolutely need these items, but you could just buy them from merchants. So I would only suggest doing this if you killed those merchants. So another thing is that guy from the depths also came here too. So let's go ahead and talk to him as well.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my romantic great sword. I can use my hands with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, You share the spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are materials. I'll be pleased to help you out. Unless you find the magic's unsafe.
Okay, I always said yes, but you're supposed to say no.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Okay, so you get a pyromancy flame, which is your catalyst to perform pyromancies, and from here on out, he'll be your pyromancy, or he'll be a pyromancy teacher to you.
From the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
Okay, so pyromancy does not need intelligence or faith in order to use them. However, they do require attunement slots. So as long as you have a slot for it, you can use it. But they also take up the most attunement slots. So like some of these, like it says type, where it says type 8 slots, you're not gonna get it takes up 1 slot, sorry, but they do tend to take up the most. So some of the higher ones will take 2 or 3 slots. So I think it's like chaos ones, they take up the most. So also what else? I'm sorry I'm rambling on, but like I just woke up not that long ago. There is another what's it called? Pyromancy teacher here, as well as another magic teacher here. So you could always get better spells from those guys, but these are always great to have for beginning, as well as a one for faith as well, for miracles.
Be safe, friend.
Okay. All right. Also, after we beat Sen's Fortress, also our little mission group also left as well. So they headed over to the catacombs, and we will be seeing them a little bit later. So, one other thing I want to do real quick, we're gonna go check out one quick area. I am two-handing this because I am two-handing this greatsword because I don't have the strength for it yet, so I don't have full stats. But I do meet at least 50% of it, so I can at least still use it, but I have to two-hand it. And jump. All right. So, also over here, we also have this guy from the depths as well.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Yeah, sure. All right, so he'll be here from here on out, and he only comes here after the ringing of the second bell. So he still sells, the same stuff, but he also tends to sell boss armor as well. So if you defeat certain bosses, if you beat certain bosses, he'll sell them here. So that iron golem, you can now purchase that. You can now purchase his armor. You could also get his weapon as well, but again, that has to be through a blacksmith, and you have to do certain. You have to do certain things. You also can buy the master key from him. It's not as early as I thought. Thought you can get. I thought you could pick it up, but no, you have to buy it. Not really much point in us getting it right now, but I would highly suggest, if you start a new game, if you really want to, explore all over the place, get the master key at the beginning for free, because it actually does. It actually opens up quite a few doors.
Well, that is a shame then. But no, come back again.
We'll be coming in and visiting him more later. One thing I want to do also as well is, before we continue on with Anne Orlando, I really want to get over to back over to the undead prison. There's a reason why, is because there is an item that I want to use for one of the next areas we're gonna do, as well as there's also a ring I really want to get that's gonna allow us to explore Blighttown and Sen's Fortress a little bit better. So let's go ahead, head on up. Here it is. Alright, so how we get there is this platform, and then right here. Alright, and then all we have to do is just climb up, And we have to get to where that crow, not the crow is, the nest is, sorry. Oh, there's also an item down here. We actually have to get this. Alright. We need this key. We need it. The reason why we need it is because if we're going to access that ring that I want, we need to get that key. Alright. Alright, so we come up to this nest and then we curl up like a ball. This tends to look really funny in some of the heavier armor, especially if you're like the Onion Bro or if you're in fat armor. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to look at because you look funny. We have to wait here for about, like, I think it's like 10 seconds or something like that, but we'll be sitting here for a minute. And then Snuggly the Crow comes and grabs us. Take me! Thank you. Bye-bye! Whee! Alright. So he's gonna take us back over to the prison, and we're not gonna be there that long, but hopefully we're not there that long. Okay. So some things have changed. First thing off is if you come over here to the left, there's another nest over here.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Ow. Okay, so, this is where Snuggly, another Snuggly the Crow nest. Ow. Alright. Hopefully we don't get as much interruptions. You know what, I'm just gonna take out that other guy, just be on the safe side. Alright, so, this is another Snuggly the Crow, what's it called? Nest. And what happens here is, this is where you do some trading. And how the trading works is you have to pick an item, and it's not just any item, it has to be a certain item. And then you put it down on, you have to actually drop it. So I'm trying to see if I can find a item, because I don't remember what they are. I think it's, she said warm and soft. Is it poo? No, I don't think it's poo. I'm trying to remember what it is. Warm and soft. I should have pulled up the wiki, honestly. Is it this? I don't know. I don't remember. Let's see. Warm and soft. What is warm and soft? Okay, okay, so I'll have to do it another time, or I'll have to pull up the wiki, in a little bit, but basically what happens is, we're gonna want to go around, well, there's actually two bonfires. We can go to the one that's straight ahead, or we can come over to the one that's over here. And we don't have to fight the boss, to get the items that I want to get, but I want to fight the boss just because you get a good amount of souls. Okay. Alright. Let's see. We have to head upstairs. And up here, we will also find Oscar! Hi, Oscar. But he's hostile because he's gone hollow. Ow. 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 There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and sip Sunny D. And we get his crest shield. Alright, watch out. Ow! Okay, I thought I was out of the way, but I guess not. Alright, if I remember correctly, his crest shield's actually better than the one that we're currently using. Ooh, not really by too much. If anything, let's see, slightly worse. Slightly, but we get better magic resistance, way better magic resistance. I'm gonna go ahead and just equip him just because it looks a little better as well. Alright, so we're gonna head up here. And we're gonna do just a quick exploration of the prison before we go. Before we go fight the boss. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. These guys are still equally pushovers from the beginning, so they haven't like scaled up or anything. However, some things have changed. All right, so this is the ring I want to get. The rusted iron ring, and how this ring works, I'll show you guys. Well, I'm not gonna be able to show you here, but what happens is if you use this, it improves your balance on poor footing. That's what it says, and what it should say actually is that it allows you to traverse better through like swamps and stuff. So places like Blighttown and what's it called, the Blighttown and Sense Fortress are going to be much easier to explore in their lower areas. So we're going to do that probably after Anno Londo. So another thing that's also changed is that we also have these guys. These are Black Knights, and they hit hard. Oh boy. Ah, man, come on. Oh boy. Alright, these guys are generally easy to dispatch, but there we go. Alright, so they drop their equipment. They also drop red titanite chunks, which are used to upgrade fire and chaos weapons. So there's only, I think, 2 of them here. The second one we'll get to here in just a moment. Let's see, we're gonna have to go back down this way. Alright, back down. And back over to our prison cell. Oh, actually, you know what? This is a good place to show you. So, I can hardly move through here. I'm jamming my stick over to the area I want it to be at. You know, to the max. But if we put the ring on, now we can move around a lot easier. So this definitely helps out in certain areas. I'm gonna keep this equipped just because, well, I could use it for blue tearstone, but blue tearstone is actually pretty good. All right, so another Black Knight. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. Alright, I think we got a shield. Yes, we did. And we got another red titanite chunk. So this is what we need. We need a peculiar doll. So let's take a look at that. Oh wait, it's gonna be in the key item. There it is. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so there was once an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold, lonely, painted world. So this kind of gives us a hint of where we're supposed to go. So, and we've already been by it, we just haven't been there just yet. Okay, so looks like we got a bunch of people here actually. Alright, so real quick, what I'm gonna do two things actually. I'm gonna rest at this bonfire. And I'm also gonna become human. There we go. Alright, boss time. Let's roll. Gotta be careful. Ah, damn it. That's why I said we gotta be careful. Alright, so this boss demon has some magic spells as well. Ow, holy hell. You gotta be careful for that because that has a big radius. As long as we stay behind him, we'll be relatively safe. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I got this guy spamming this now, so. We're almost done. There we go. All right, Humane, Homeward Bone. Actually, you know what? I don't remember if there's. Yep, there it is. Okay. Titanite Slab. This is the maximum. This is the biggest Titanite piece that you'll get, and it's for like top upgrading your weapon. Another thing is I also gave the large ember over to. What's his name, Andre, and I also upgraded this. I also upgraded this sword quite a bit, so that way we can deal some significant damage. We're actually dealing a lot more damage with this great sword, with that Drake sword. Plus, we have some scaling with us. We have a lot. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and we're not gonna do that just. Let's see. Do I have any souls? Nope. So let's go ahead and head home. There's really no more point in us being here, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh God! Oh man, that would have sucked. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Man, just stepped out and just immediately gets smacked around by these fire hollows, man. These guys are so overpowered. Alright. Especially that attack that just happened. Alright. Here we don't have to wait. So they'll just grab us and go. Alright. And back to Firelink Shrine. Sweet. And whoop. And look who's back.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Okay, so this guy got separated. You're not seeing me, but I'm air quoting it.
Your Highness, where have you gone?
This is all an act.
To blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
Okay, so this is all an act right here. So let's see if we can just max out his talk.
I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Alright. So basically he's just like, oh no, I've lost my maiden. I've lost the lady I'm supposed to protect, but we'll find out very soon who, that this guy is just faking it. Alright, so might as well head back over to what's it called? Might as well head back over to Anne Orlando, and we have half hour. We'll go explore Sen's Fortress another time. Or do you want? I'm wondering. Ow. That was annoying. Alright. We might as well go ahead and explore Sen's Fortress. Because I said I really wanted to do it because there's some decent goodies down there. Alright, so let's level up real quick. What should I level up? I really want to be able to one-hand this sword, so I'm gonna go ahead and level this up. Yeah. And then like next time I'll just do I'll do points into dexterity. I'll build up the dexterity. And let's go ahead and do some repairs real quick.
Well, you need anything?
Okay. So I wanted to show you guys modification. Basically what happens is when you give a ember to a blacksmith, he's able to do what's called ascension, as he said. Basically, it allows weapon in this game. You're able to bring your weapon to plus 10 or even plus 15 with another ember, or you can use a what's called. You can use an attribute to it. For example, if we were to use raw on this greatsword, it'll maximize its output damage. Or it'll maximize its output damage. So like it'll bring out, it'll make the weapon do a lot more damage, but it'll absolutely destroy its scaling. So you can either have it be brought down, or as is shown in later games, it removes scaling entirely. So it works for some weapons that already don't come with scaling. So for example, if I was to use that Drake sword, for example, since it has no scaling, I could put raw on it so that way I could get a little more damage out of it. But unfortunately, it has to be compatible with the with modifications, which unfortunately weapons like the Drake sword are not going to be compatible with that. Let's go ahead and repair our. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and just get 2 things. I'm going to get box. This too. And that's all we got. Okay. Alright, so let's rock. Let's go over here and do Sense Fortress real quick. Might as well. Come on, come get me, boys. Yeah. Alright, so now that we have our ring on, the only problem I have is just this drop. And I'm actually kind of rethinking how we're going to go about this. Alright. Ow! Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do this a little bit differently. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna come this way. Oh, sometimes this is weird. This giant will sometimes respawn. Right now we don't see him, obviously, but boulders are still rolling down there, and they're also still spawning here. There he is. Okay, that was weird. That was something I've noticed in the original game as well. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna head down here. And unfortunately, since we decided to kill him, we're not gonna be able to get another character, so I'll have to just get him some other time. There it is. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop down here. Okay, 1 shot. Awesome. And we're actually gonna head down this way. Alright, so now if I remember correctly, okay, so there's an item here. Slumbering Dragon Crest. Oh yeah, this is actually a good ring. If you want to do a stealth build, this is actually a good ring. Ow. We're gonna hide for a minute. So how this ring works, this is actually used to be one of my favorite rings. And it you produce no sound whatsoever, so basically it silences you. So any noise that your armor is making, any noise that your footsteps are making, it basically makes you really quiet, or it negates it all together. All right, so we got Titanite Demon down there, and we also died. All right, well that went well. All right, so down there is actually where I really want to go. And it's areas down there. There's a reason why I didn't go down there the first time around, was because we didn't have the ring, and if we were to move around down there without the ring, we'd be moving very slow and an easy target. Come get me. Yeah, 2 for 1. I wish there was a much easier way to get down there, but the way we went is the only way I really know how to get down there that easy. There's no ladders or anything like that to just take you down there. Because this is supposed to be a trap house, not a fun house or anything like that. Whoa, that was close. That would have sucked. That could have pushed us down into the pit. Okay, so. Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, please tell me we got another one coming down. Up, he's coming for us. Alright, so we gotta redirect that. I mean, we have to redirect that. Oh no! Damn it! We only got 20 minutes left. I really don't want to be spending my time just trying to get down there. But you know what? That's okay. Next episode we're gonna be going through Analondo, so we will get down there one way or another. I should have been human, so that way I could have been I could have taken out those guys a little bit easier. But hey, now that door's open, so that's good. Thank goodness that's there, because if we didn't, ow. Thank goodness that's there, but like in later playthroughs, that trap's not gonna be able to kill him. Good luck. Uh-oh. All right. There we go. Come on, where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it going? It's going to the right. I've never seen that guy come over and try to take me on. There we go. That might make him think twice. Alright, want to just get behind him. There we go. Alright, now we just wait. As much as I really don't want to take this way, we should have been able to just go down that one path, but whatever. Alright, let's head on up. That way! Alright, so now that that's broken, but we're gonna let the boulders take care of that. Alright. That's good enough. Alright, so I want to go down here. Alright. So over here we have an item. And we also have a friend. This is Big Hat Logan. This is one of the people that was mentioned earlier.
You seem quite easy. A rare thing in these times. I am
Sure.
Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Amen, brother. Alright, let's open this up. And now he's free.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe, and I'd love to resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Okay, so two things is yes, you can get that big hat. As a matter of fact, a lot of people, usually whenever I see invasions, usually that big hat is usually one thing I see. Because it does, if I remember correctly, it does actually help out with your sorceries. Hold on. Ow, damn it. Okay, and the second thing is that he becomes a vendor over in Firelink Shrine to actually provide you with more sorceries, and also he becomes a merchant elsewhere as well. All right. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, that's funny. Alright. There we are. That's what I was waiting for. Shut up. So let's try this let's try this again. So let's hop down here, down here, down here, and down here. And now we can take him on. Damn it. Alright, and he's done. Alright, we got a scythe. Alright, so there's actually like 4 of them down here if I remember correctly. As well as another secret area. There's actually one enemy that not a lot of whole people, well, not a lot of whole people know how to get to. There we go. Alright. So before we head over to the other area, I actually kind of want to take those guys out, but I can't right now because I'm below them. Alright, so I want to head up here. And there we go. Alright, so the giant that opened up the gate, you can actually fight him. And he's up here. There he is. So it's a big wide open area. So you gotta be careful because he can destroy you. He has the same Alright, let's get him while he's down. Crap. There we go. And he's down. Alright. So you get you a Titanite chunk, and other than that, there's really not much reason to come up here. Other than to say you've killed everything that's here. Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty much out of healing items, but I do have this. Now I usually like to save those for when I really need them, like if I need a heal and I also need a cure. So come on, big boy. Ow. Crap. I'm all out of healing items. The only other item I could use really is a humanity, but I really want to use those sparingly. Whew. I'll be careful of that. Ah, man. Damn it. Well, at least we know one thing is that they will not respawn. So if we were to go back down there, which we will, if we go back down there, they will not respawn. Let's see. A lot of people ringing the bell, so a lot of people in this area. Ow! Holy hell, dick! There we go. Alright, so as you can see, now those guys are no longer down there. So those two are completely gone forever. Well, not necessarily forever. They're gone until the next playthrough. You guys know what I mean. Okay, I could honestly jump down there, but I really kind of don't want to. If I remember correctly, there's actually a better way to get down there. Actually, no, I don't think there is. Oh man, there goes 14,000. Damn it. Okay, so there's actually an easier way to get down there. There's only one other way, but the only way to do it is if you are the only way to do it is if you are a magician. There is a spell called Fall Control, which basically negates or lessens damage taken by falls. So honestly, you guys, I'm gonna try to start heading back over to Anor Londo. You guys kind of get the idea of the ring, and we'll be using it later on in the we'll be using it later on in Blighttown when we go back down there. All right. Oh, oddly enough, these those axes are not supposed to hit you, but it's happened to me. As a matter of fact, it happened just yesterday when I was doing some grinding, just so that way we can make our character stronger. And I got whacked by one of the axes while I was in that cage. Took a crap load of damage. I was just like, hey, that's not supposed to happen. Alright, so that giant's supposed to be back there. Alright, so let's head on back in. Alright, so we know this scene. Okay. Here we are, back at Anor Londo. So what I want to do is I want to actually head back over to the bonfire in which we were at. And we have about 5 minutes to do so. And I've also been doing a little bit of grinding. Over here where these giants are actually one of my favorite areas to grind souls. And this sword will destroy them. Oh, and you gotta make sure that you hit them. If you hit the shield, it's not gonna do any damage to them. There we go. 2 hits. And they do drop items. They drop, I think, large titanite chunks. Or large titanite shards. Alright. So one thing I want to do... Actually, there's 2 things I want to do. There we go. There we go. Alright, stabbed him in the crotch too. Okay, so early on in Dark Souls, in this game, when mimics were first introduced, people were trying to figure out the differentiating, how you can find out the difference between a mimic and a chest. And the biggest thing is that chain that's laying on the floor. If it's curled up like that, it's a regular chest. But if it lays straight, if I remember, I think if it's straight, then it's a mimic. But we'll go over and take a look because there's one here on this platform. So real quick before we head over to the bonfire over in Anor Londo, we're gonna I want to show you guys something as well. So there's actually another way we could have gone, but we just can't get there yet. Ow. There we go. Okay, so I want to show you guys this place real quick. And he hasn't dropped anything. Okay. So let's head up. And we have a golden fog wall up here. Now this one is a completely locked off area. We cannot walk through it. Not until we get the Lord Vessel. So literally not until the second half of the game. Sealed by the Great Lord's power. So we have to get the Lord Vessel in order to get to be able to pass through here. But once we do that, those yellow ones will turn white, and they'll just become regular fog gates. There's 3 of them throughout the game. There's one in the Demon Ruins. There's one up here in Anor Londo, and there's also one down in the Catacombs. And they lead to the major boss fights for the second half of the game. Ow, okay. Up. Ow. Come on, bring it. There we go. There we go. Alright, so this one's the mimic over here. Yeah, if it's laying pretty much outwards, then it's a mimic. So you gotta be careful and pay attention to that. Come here. Come here. Lanky bastard.